Hello there, welcome once again to Thinkally tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to add online examinations, how to create online examination, the one you call computer based testing, CBT, whatever name you call it, how to add online examination. I head on quickly to show you how to log in into the system. Of course you already know that, but in case you do not know that, you must have received your username and password. That is, I'm putting in my own, the username and password that uniquely identifies your school on Thinkally School Management. So I head on very quickly to online examination module. Here you have it here, online examination module. So you see it here, online. So I'm going to be working with these sub menu items: question group, question level, question bank, and online exams. The very first thing I do is to click on question group. So I click on question group. That is it. I'm here. I already have some question groups here. Now these question groups are what you can call question categories or subjects. Now let's just follow me. I'm going to add a question group. You can of course create or delete. I don't want to do that. I don't want to create, edit or delete what I have. Let me show you how to add a question group. So to add a question group, you can call it, let's say, mathematics 2018-2019, and say JSS, or you can say SSS 1. That's a class. The subject, the session, the class. I add question group. So now I'm going to be working with this question group. You can create as many question groups as possible. I head on again to this sub menu here. I click question level. You could have more than one question difficulty level. Already I have one here, normal. I could create more and call them, I call this one basic level. This basic here is not talking about class. Basic level. I add question level. I could add another one and call it higher level. Now you're going to see the importance of this in a moment. I head on to that same menu, sub-menu, that same online exam menu, and I click question bank. Now question bank is where you create the questions. So it's a bank of questions. So you are creating several questions. You can create thousands of questions at this place. So I click add a question bank. I select which of the question groups am I adding a question to. I'm clicking this, the one I created the other time, mathematics 2018-2019 SSS 1. Which difficulty level am I creating into? Let me take normal level. I just want normal level. And then for question, what is a question? So now this is where you create the question. For this question, maybe the question is, what are the types of triangles? Or let's say, mention 3 types of triangles. Okay, now you could put any question you like here. It could be calculations, whatever the question is, just type it here. If it's an image, dump it here. Okay, so I go ahead, explanation. If no, you can't put images here. You cannot put images here. Can you? You can't, but you can type in any question you like here. Explanation, you can put an explanation. Give me the 3 types of triangles. That's just an explanation. Yeah, this is where you put the image. If there's an image attached to this question, I can easily pick up the image here. And let's say this is the image. It could be any image. You don't have to restrict yourself. Maybe I don't mind it. Maybe this is the image I want to use. Let it not be a GIF. Well, it could be, but let's be on the safe side. Let's say this is the image. I'm looking for a good image. Don't mind me. It could be any image. Any image will just do. Yeah, something that looks like mathematics. Okay, that image should do. So what are the hints? Are there hints to that question? Maybe. Well, you can leave it blank if there's nothing to be there. Mark. What is the mark for that question? Is it 1 mark? Is it 2 marks, 3 marks, or 5 marks? Then what is the question type? Is this question a single answer question type? The ones you call subjective, or whatever it is you call it, multi-answer or fill in the blanks. Maybe it should be single. No, single answer. Single answer simply means multiple choice. Yeah, multiple choice, but one single answer. How many options should you have? 0 options is not going to bring you anything here. But if I say I should have 4 options, then it brings me another set of parameters to fill in. Option 1. You know the question is mention 3 types of triangles. So option 1, maybe option 1 is 12. Option 2, 4. Option 3, 3. Option 4, 4. But this question will be difficult to answer. Mention 3 types of triangles. Or let me change that question and say, how many sides does a triangle have? Yes, that's an easier question. Don't mind me, I love mathematics, but I don't want you to be scared, Okay, so how many sides does a triangle will a triangle have? Okay, so but which of these 4 options is the right answer? Of course, I know. Even my kindergarten daughter knows that this is the answer. A triangle has 3 sides. Okay, so that is what I need to fill in the question bank. This is the most important part of it because you need to fill the right questions. If there's an image attached to your question, drop the image here. If there are images attached to each of these options, pick up the images here. Yes, you can pick images. You can attach images to each of these questions here. Each of these answer options right here. You can attach images to all of them here. Okay. So now I add question bank. Click it. Add in the question bank. Done. So you see the question here. Look at the question. How many sides does a triangle have? Now, so I'm done with that. I head on quickly again to this submenu. Say this submenu, and I click on online exam. You said online exam. I click on online exam. Now, after creating all of your questions, of course, it should be done by several users of the system. The admin, the teachers, everybody adds questions, and then I come here. This is where I actually prepare the question paper. So I'm adding an online exam. This is where we prepare the question paper. So for each of these question papers, for these online exams, how many question papers do we want to have? You know what I mean? How many exams, particularly inside this examination, do we want to have? Exam title. So now the children want to sit for mathematics 2018, 2019, maybe second or third term. You get that? Third term. Description, you can put in the description. It's not compulsory. For what class? This is where you now attach each question to the classes. For what class? I'm picking. Oh wow! I created for. I'm picking. Just pick one class. Maybe this class, right? One. Oh, Jesus, one. Section. I pick section. Student group. No student group. What subject is this? Good. Is it okay? It is maths. Of course, these subjects are the subjects that must have been created. Remember when we were learning how to create subjects? You can go back to and look for that tutorial. Instruction. Okay, is there an instruction? If there is not an instruction, no problem. But there's an instruction here. Answer all questions. Exam status. Is it answer all questions? Is it one-time exam? Is it a multiple choice exam? It is a multiple time exam. That is, they can take the exam over. If you pick one time, the student will be able to take the exam once and for all. Will not be able to take it again. But let me just pick multiple time exam. Exam type. Is it only duration, date and duration? Should the exam show date, time and duration? If I pick date, time and duration, I have to set all of that. The duration 30 minutes. Just put the number of minutes. Start date. Start date, let them start today. End date, let it end at the end of a month. Right? Mark type, is it percentage or fixed? It should be percentage. Let me pick percentage. Pass value. Oh, pass value. Let me just, that examination, depending on the number of marks you have allotted to each subject, so you're going to put the pass value. Maybe pass value for here should be 5. I want to just, should there be negative marking? No. Random? No. That is, should the system shuffle? So if you put random, just put the number of questions that should be shuffled at random. Now, published. Should you want to publish the question now, the examination now? Oh yes, let me publish it. Okay, add online exam. Add online exam. Now I've added online. This is the online exam. The next thing to do is to click on this plus sign. You see this plus sign here? You see this plus sign here? Here. You can, of course, you can edit this online exam, but I'm not doing that. I am adding questions. So now this is the question paper. You want to add questions to the question paper. Good. I click that plus sign, and then I come here. That from which question group do I want to pick questions from? What difficulty level? Normal. So which question group do I want to pick questions from? Do I want to pick question from here? Just anyone. Select anyone. The one I created the other time is this. This is one I created, which has only one question in the question bank. Is that not? Okay. From which question group? Okay. Okay. So now, all right, so I want normal. Okay, so that is that. From which question group? This question group. What question level? Normal level. Okay, so I just create the questions. I add this. So whichever question you want to add, I add this. See it? I add this, and I add this. You see? So those are the questions available. This, you don't need to submit anything. It has been created. So You can remove any of the questions if you like. You have already created the online examination. You have created the online examination here. The next thing for you to do is, let's see how the children will take the examination. So I'm going to log out very quickly and log in as a student. I know the username and password of a student. Okay, so I'm logging in as a student right now. Good. I head on to online exam again and see, you see take exam here. Take exam. See, take exam. So the student is ready to take the exam. You click on take exam and here's what you see. There is only one exam to take, the one we just created. I click take exam. Look at it. Look at it. So good. Start exam. The moment the student clicks start exam, the exam starts running. We allotted 30 minutes. So these are the questions. Okay. Oh, there are no. Oh, I'm supposed to add. Wow, I'm supposed to add. So we now add questions to this examination. So we want to add questions to that examination. And questions from this question group and this level. I add question, add question, add question, add question. So that is how to add questions to the examination paper that we created the other time. All I need to do, you don't need to submit anything here. You can delete and re-add them. You can delete them here too. All I need to do now is to log out and then log in as the student. I'm logging in as a student here. So I'm logging in as a student. You see, you go here, look at it. Take exam. See, take exam here. Alright, so I click take exam, and there you are. Click on take exam, start the examination, and those are the questions. Yes, those are the questions. Those are the questions here. So my time is running 29 minutes now. Wow. Okay, so what's this question? Well, let me just speak. That's how the exam. The student can go from one question, jump to another, or jump to another question, or jump to another question. You can go to the previous one. You can mark for review and next. That is, you are marking it for review to come back to it. So that is how the student will go. Okay, this is the previous one. I didn't answer that. This is the previous one. I didn't answer that. Okay, yes. Next. You see it? So you keep navigating next until you are done to the last question. It shows you finish. Finish. You click finish. The exam is done immediately. This student failed. Don't mind me. My mind wasn't there. But then I hope you understand how to add online examination to your account, to the system, to the Thinkally management software. Now that is how to do it. If you have any questions, just go ahead and put your comments on the channel where you're watching this. Thank you very much. I'll meet you again in the next tutorial.